this is App Review. Today we'll be taking a look at another case from iFrogz. This is a silicone Wrapz case, and as the name says, it is a silicone case. It comes in 5 colors: snow, red, pink, black, and the blue, which we have here. Now, a couple of weeks ago we took a look at the Orbit case, and it's very similar in the form factor, so I just want to compare it to that very quickly. So we're just going to take it out of the packaging. So this is the customary iFrogz packaging, and it does not come with anything other than with that free song download. As you can see in the title, it just says 100% silicone case offering superior impact protection and featuring our anti-dust technology. So we'll take it out of here, and it comes with nothing but the free song download. We'll take the Orbit case out as well, and we'll put all the packaging to the side. So here are the two cases. Let's just take out the little fake iPhone. So essentially, as you can see from the inside, they're basically the same case made out of the same similar silicone. The back, however, is different. I do like the design on both. On the silicone Wrapz, you do see that you have the nice big frog here, simplifying the iFrog. And you do have the iFrogz logo right there. And you do have the similar honeycomb effect, which you do see on the other model of the Orbit case, sorry. Now, there is a main difference here, as you can see. You do have the silicone covering the buttons on the Orbit case. However, on the silicone Wrapz case, it does leave a large cutout there, and I'm not a fan of that, but we'll take a look at that later. On the bottom, you do have the same cutouts, and at the top, you do have, once again, the button is covered for the Orbit, but it's not covered for the silicone Wrapz case. So now we'll put this off to the side. This case does retail for $19.99, and like I said, it does come in 5 colors. So it's very easy to put on because it is a silicone case. Now, iFrogz did say that this has superior drop protection, and I do account for that because it is a pretty thick silicone, as you can see. And so if you were to drop this, it would provide really nice drop protection. And it also provides scratch protection since it is protecting your iPhone. You do have a nice camera cutout there. This is the pill-shaped cutout, so I have had no problems with my flash there. At the bottom, you do have this really nice 3 cutouts, which is really good because, as you can see, the silicone here makes this a very tight bottom, and it's not flapping around like most silicone cases. So you do have individual cutouts for your microphone, your speaker, and also the 30-pin dock connector. It is a kind of a small cutout, however you can move it a little bit if you need to accommodate a larger jack. At the top, you do have your 3.5mm headphone jack with the secondary microphone. It is a little small, so I've had some trouble putting in L-shaped jacks. Straight angular jacks would work fine. And then, as you can see right here, you have this power button, and I'm not a big fan of these cutouts here. I really did like the Orbit case because it was very responsive to press and super easy. However, with these cutouts, you really need to dig in there. It's still responsive, however, you got to push a lot harder because that silicone is blocking it. And same thing goes here. You do have to move it out a little bit just to get in there. So now we're going to take a look at the case itself. Protection-wise, it does offer some really nice protection. Like I said, this is a silicone case, and so that material is good for absorbing shocks and drops. And it does also offer some nice scratch protection because it is covering your phone. iFrogz does say that this has anti-dust technology, and after using it for the week, I've noticed that it still does pick up a lot of dust when pulling it out of your pocket. I tried to clean it up as much as I can, but you can see there are some small specks of dust all around there. Now, you do get a nice lay on the table design, which is great. So you can place this face down on the table and have no problems at all. I really do think this is one of the better silicone cases out there because it does feel great with that design on the back and it does look a little flashy. However, I really can't recommend it because you do have these cutouts and they're absolutely terrible from my experience. They're very hard to get into, and I just don't like having to struggle so much just to press it down. On the Orbit case, with those coverings, it makes it super easy and super responsive. And although this case does get a lot more lint, I do like this case a lot more. So with that said, I can't recommend this case. If you are looking for a high quality silicone case, I would recommend the Orbit case because it is exactly the same case, just a different design, and then you do have those coverings on the buttons. But I'd still like to thank Michelle over there for sending out the product for review. You can check them out over at www shop.ifrogz.com. This is a giveaway portion of the video. The guys at iFrogz were gracious enough to donate one of their iPhone 4 cases. So essentially, you can win any of the iPhone 4 cases on their website. All you need to do is comment down below any comments and be a subscriber. So what you'll be able to win is any case from their iPhone 4 page. It doesn't matter which one it is really. And so here you have some examples. You have the soft gloss, you have the silicone wraps, and you have the Orbit, which are all three cases that I've reviewed. However, you can also pick the Luxe Original, you can pick the Swerve, you can pick the Treads. And basically all you need to do is do those two things, comment and subscribe. And then the giveaway winner will be picked once this video has about 400 or 500 views. And then after that, basically just PM me with the case that you want, your address, and I'll have that sent out to iFrogz and they'll send it out to you. So once again, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more content and videos.